All right, so far in chapter 5, what properties have we learned?
Side angle, side, side, side.
Side angle, side, 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 side. Those are the only two we've learned so far. Okay, now we're getting into ASA. What do we think ASA stands for? Angle, side, angle. Okay, so what was special? Side, side, side. That was pretty simple, right? If all sides are congruent, then it's side, side, side. What was special about side, angle, side?
It had to be a side, then an angle, then a side, and they all had to be connected.
Right, they all have to be connected in that order. Okay, same thing for angle, side, angle. They all have to be connected in that order. You can't be jumping around the triangle for angle, side, angle. Okay, so looking at A, let's start with angle. Do we have an angle?
Yep. Yes.
Yep, we have an angle here. What was the next thing?
Side.
Side. Do we have a side connected?
Yep, CB.
Yes, side's connected to it. And then our last one was an angle. Do we have an angle connected?
Yeah.
Yes, we have another angle connected to that side. So if you have a side in between two angles, then it is angle, side, angle.
What is it that gives you angles?
What?
Why does it gives you angles but no sides?
Then that's not a thing. We'll talk about it. Okay, so let's look at B. Let's start with angle. Is there an angle?
Yes.
Yes, right here. Is there a side connected to that angle?
No. Yes.
There is a side connected, okay? But is there another angle connected?
No.
No, because it's all the way over here, right? It does not work. It does not work because it is not connected. For that to work, where would it have to be?
In between S and R.
It would have to be
T.
at T, right? It would have to be connected to the
So
side.
is it another side?
What?
So is it ASS for side?
No, this doesn't
Angle
work.
side, side?
No.
Oh.
The only ones that are a thing are the ones that I have written up here on the board.
Angle,
Minus
side,
one.
Angle, side,
These are the only ones that are a thing.
side, angle, side.
Okay? I do not by any means expect you to remember those. I will have those given to you.
Is there a reason for no angle side side?
Probably because of the acronym. No, I'm just kidding.
Oh.
No.
What's the acronym?
It's not true. Like, none of them are true other than those two. Okay, and we'll talk about that in the last lesson. Okay? Questions with angle, side, angle. Same thing as side, angle, side. You have to go in order. You can't jump around the triangle. Okay? Okay, looking at this one, we have another one. What's this one?
Angle, angle, side.
Angle, angle, side. Okay, same thing. We got to go in order. Now, yesterday we talked about you can't assume things unless they're given to you, right?
Yes.
Unless it was a combined side. But now we can think about things we've already learned so far. Specific vocab terms. Okay? So is there anything in this picture we can assume?
No.
What? Why do you say that? What's the vocab word?
I don't know.
Right here, these angles right here are connected. Do we remember that vocab term?
Vertical.
Vertical angles, okay? We can start assuming vertical angles are congruent. Okay? What did we assume yesterday?
The two lines.
The two sides, if they were connected to each other, that side was congruent. Okay, so those are the two things we can assume. We can assume a side's congruent if it's connected, and we can assume vertical angles. Okay, those are the two assumptions that you can make. Capiche? All right, so here we're trying to do angle, angle, side. So start with the angle. Do we have an angle?
Yes.
Yes. Do we have another angle in that order? No, but do we have a side?
Yes.
Yes. So we're missing the other angle, right? Okay, where does that need to go?
N and J.
It needs to go on J and N to get our other angle for angle, angle, side.
So would you just write that in? Or?
Yeah, you would draw it in. Yes, on your homework you would just draw it in
You just draw the angles.
to make it through. To make it true, yes. Yep. If it gives you a property like it did here and it wants you to make it true, you're just drawing the little symbols in there. Okay? So, same thing with angle, angle, side. It has to go in that order. You can't jump around the triangle. Okay? Looking at B, again, what's something we can assume here?
No, the middle line connecting them is the same.
The middle line is the same. Okay? So now look up here at our options. Okay? We have two sides. We have two sides. What can we assume now?
Angles.
We need to put an angle in there, right? We need side, angle, side. What angle would that be? P and N. Good. So it would be side, angle, side. Do we remember what these arrows mean?
They're congruent.
Not congruent.
They're the same.
Parallel.
Parallel. These arrows mean that they are parallel. Now, remember what we learned? Alternate interior, alternate exterior, same
Yeah.
side interior, all that stuff.
Pretty much.
Okay? So, on these two triangles, what can we assume?
They're all same. Or they're, yeah.
What can we assume about this middle line?
They're the same.
Same.
It's the same, right? Okay, now remember our transversal, our little friend here with our parallel lines? What angles can we assume are the same?
U and ZX.
All of them.
All of them.
Really, all of them. Okay, we have alternate interior in here. And we also have that the other way. Remember that? So we can assume those as well. Okay, we're not going to see much of those. Just wanted to expose you to it. Okay,
Angle, side, angle.
questions about this one? Yep. All right, let's look at a few more here. I don't know why that one does looks like that. But now we're putting all of these different properties together. And I wrote them up here for you. They will stay up there.
Oh, no.
Okay? What do we have in this picture so far?
Angle and side.
Angle and a side. Start with our assumptions. What's something that we can assume? What's that vocab word? Vertical angles. Okay? Now we need to connect it with an acronym.
Side, angle, side. Angle, side.
Angle side.
Has to be angle, angle, side, right? Gotta go in order. Okay? So start on one end and go through. Is that an acronym? If not, go to the other end, go through. Does that one make sense? Okay? Look at this one. Start with what you can assume.
Side, angle, side.
You can assume the middle angle. So we have a side and we have a side. They're not connected. So we need something in the middle. What goes in the middle? Angle. Yep. Good. Now let's look at, I'm going to skip C. We already talked about it.
AFS.
Do these make sense though?
Angle, side, angle.
Does it make sense going through that process that I go through with the letters? Is that making somewhat sense?
Yes.
Okay.
I'm better with numbers.
Let's look at 3. Okay. Now, someone asked if all the angles were congruent. Do we have a property that we can use to prove?
Angle, angle, angle.
Do we have a property? It's not a thing, right? Do we have anything we can assume?
No.
No, because they're not connected. So this just, no.
Wouldn't it be side, side, side?
Or no.
Those were
That'd be
angles.
But we can't assume. They're not given to us.
Angle, angle, angle.
Yep, we can't assume. Okay, looking at 4, is there anything we can assume?
Yeah, L.
The vertical angle, right? We can assume here. So now we need to connect it with a property.
Angle, angle, side.
Angle, angle, side. So start at one end. I have this angle, angle, side. So that works. Angle, angle, side. Questions?
Can I have the homework?
Questions?
How is the homework?
Can I have the homework?
Not too long.